Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 31 of my Leeds United FIFA 16 career mode series. And as you can see now, I've made a change to the formation we're going to be playing. We're going to be rolling with a 4-2-3-1 wide formation now, just to change things up a bit, because I won't lie, as you know, lately I've been not enjoying just FIFA. After thinking about it for a bit, even my Barcelona career mode, it's still the gameplay of FIFA. It gets a bit boring after a while. I've always been like this actually, so it's nothing new. Like around this time of the year, you start to get a bit bored of just playing FIFA. So yeah, I'll try and change things up like formation wise, and hopefully, yeah, that will make a difference, as this career mode, I'm still really enjoying it. It's just the gameplay side of things, maybe not enjoying it as much as earlier when FIFA 16 was out. As that's expected. But getting into this game in the FA Cup against Shrewsbury, away from home, we do give away a penalty. Obviously, I didn't want to give away the penalty. I thought the ball was in reach for Mbemba. Unfortunately, though, he concedes the penalty and he gets a yellow card for that as well. So not the best of starts in this game so far, because we could be heading into half-time 1-0 down. So he almost got to the ball. Maybe was a bit ambitious trying to get the slide tackle from there, and Valdez almost saved that. Guessed the right way, but unfortunately the shot was too powerful. I may have guessed slightly late as well. I wasn't quite too sure, but I still got his hands to it, so I thought he should have been able to save it, especially like James Collins. He's not definitely a great player. He's playing for Shrewsbury. He's decent for that level, I suppose. But I thought Valdez should have been able to make the save. But anyway, we just have to move on that from that now. And that's a very interesting shot there we took. It did take a deflection, actually. But yeah, 60 minutes into the game, obviously only 30 to play. We had to change things up because it wasn't really working for us. And this game actually felt just like one of those where it's not working for you and everything like that. Look, 70 minutes in, we finally get the opportunity, and I felt pressure off my chest there because, as I just mentioned, I thought it was going to be one of those games and I was going to have a terrible loss in a game I really should be winning, considering how we're going this season. But it's always tough against a lower team, especially when you concede, because they go really defensive. But we're able to get that goal back from the cross. Charlie Austin scores in the FA Cup. Now, you know, he's had a pretty solid season. There may be also some transfer interest for him because of that reason, because he's been doing really well. So will he be at the club by the end of January? We'll just have to wait and see. Rolando Aarons finds Dongu and he makes it 2-1 late in the game. Just a few minutes left now. We look to be stealing this win and advancing in the FA Cup. We definitely didn't play at our best, but I guess our quality showed through in the end. Again, their goalkeeper probably should have saved that. It was more or less straight at him, the header, but Dongu Safak was able to score to make sure we take the lead, and we should be running out the game now. You can see in injury time, we just have to basically keep possession and that will be it. But unfortunately, Lawrence makes the interception in midfield. Now it's Brown on the ball. Now Whaley, he finds their attacking player, Knight Percival, who I believe is a defender, and Barati, and this is just where things go terrible and ridiculous, and I have no idea how I conceded that goal. I went straight to the instant replay because I'm like, how the... I'm not going to swear, but I was very close to doing so because it's ridiculous. I was clearing the ball. I was pressing clear, clear, clear. And my player, in my head, I'm just like, why isn't he doing anything? But look, I was, in that point in time, I was trying to clear the ball. And he just wasn't doing anything. And even if you take that off the table, that attempt, the goalkeeper, he should have just picked the ball up. Man, that was frustrating. I'm kind of reliving it now. Obviously, this is not me commentating live, but it's like me reliving the moment and the frustration of that. So, we're going to have to play a replay. I guess the positive of that, it will be at home, and I should be able to get the victory. I'm a bit disappointed we didn't there, but maybe it's what we deserve because we didn't have a fantastic game. But to concede from a penalty and a goal like that, it just shows you, yeah, the odds were against me in that game. But anyway, just to move on from that now, And they were going forward a lot because, yeah, like I said, Knight Percival, because I did a career mode with Shrewsbury in FIFA 15, and Knight Percival is a defender. So, yeah, he was like in attack. So they were definitely going for it because they were behind and they were able to get that. But as you can see, our wage is really low and the transfer budget really low. So we can't really go for signings, like even pre-contracts or anything like that. So we kind of, have to wait. Because I'm trying to ask for money, request funds. You might see it, but I don't get it back for a while, which is a bit weird. So I'm not really sure if it's a bug or something, but I wasn't really getting the email back saying if it was, too much money or they would be accepting it. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but maybe it's because I asked for money already this season. And maybe you can only do it. Well, I know you can do it a couple times in the season, but sometimes it just doesn't work for whatever reason. But as you're going to see here, we're going to be getting transfer offers aplenty. They're just going to keep firing in. So probably over the next episodes, you'll see that as well. Because right now we're just negotiating, trying to get as much money as possible. So we're countering like 25 million. What do you think will be acceptable fee for Austin and even Rolando Aarons? Because there's going to be a lot of interest for those lads. And you see here on the request funds, I'm going to do it once more. I did in another part where I didn't record it, and I didn't get any message back. So, and I think I did, and even before it was January. So we're going to say we're going to qualify for the Euro League. So that will be like top 6 and 15 million. And we'll see if we will get a response after the West Brom game. We have to play here. So again, must win. We're still going to fight. We've actually got a good separation, like outside of the Champions League positions, like from where we are to 5th. We have a good space. So there's a really good chance we're going to be playing Champions League football in the following season. And I do want to do that for you guys that know. I know I haven't done these videos so regularly, but for the reasons I mentioned, I got to get my enjoyment back in the game. That's more than anything. I like the career mode, how it is, like the transfers and how the squad's looking. Just actually playing the game, I got to get interested to do that. That's probably the biggest thing right now. And with FIFA offline, after a certain amount of months playing it every single day, it's only natural to get bored of it and need a break. So, I'm trying to get back into it by changing up the formation, and hopefully, that will do the trick. Maybe some new signings as well. Maybe change up some players. Maybe I'll have to accept some transfer offers for that specific reason. But Rolando Aarons tries to skip past, and now we get a penalty. That was definitely a deserved penalty. Rolando Aarons, you can see he's getting pumped up after that. We're getting very mad with the challenge. He just brings him down, which I'm pretty happy to get a penalty from that effort because, I don't really know if we would have scored or not. So Rolando Aarons, we don't really have many great penalty takers on the pitch today. Obviously, Charlie Austin is not playing, but Derek's is going to be the one stepping up. He hits it fairly well, and he finds the back of the net. He's been also an impressive signing so far this season. He hasn't been amazing, but he hasn't been poor. He scores some goals here and there. He's been a decent player for us, and he can only improve. Obviously, he's got the 5-star weak foot, which is really a good thing to have. Very unique. Not many players have that. And that means, that improves his overall quality as a player. And there you can see again, he finds Murphy. Then Murphy finds St. Maximin. He should finish, but Chester gets in the way. Very good defending by West Brom to get players back and in the way for that strike. But now we're going to have to clear. And look at that ball from Rolando Aarons just to clear it out of the box. And it turns into a tag. That's all from Rolando Aarons. Here's Viktor Kovalenko. And he absolutely smashed that to make it 2-0. And this is going to look like, anyway, to be a good victory. Anything can happen in the final minutes, as you saw from the previous game. But, having that 2-goal lead is pretty comfortable. And Viktor Kovalenko, he's been a star signing of this career mode. Obviously signed him at the start of the first season. And he's just been going along really, really well. A solid midfielder. 3 goals from him is not too bad. And he's a guy with a new formation we're playing. He could probably play both central positions in terms of the central defensive midfielders. Obviously, we're playing 2, but then attacking midfielder. We've got a few guys that can play those kind of positions. Even Moat as well. He's not really a defensive midfielder, but he's been playing centre mid. I feel as though in this kind of formation, 4-2-3-1, if you have one defensive midfielder, but you can still have a guy who's natural as a central midfielder, maybe not the best defensively as that other one. So here we do get the response back finally, but it's rejected. They don't think they can offer that much. So we're going to see if we can get more money, because right now the only money we'll get is actually from selling a player, and it could be a decent amount of money though, but we would have to replace those guys. So again, I did want to qualify for the Euro League, but lower it a little bit, 12 million, and we'll see if we'll get a response back from that, because I don't believe I have done so yet in this clip anyway. Which is going to round up this episode, of course. So you can see the kind of offers we're getting in for the players. Rolando Aarons and Charlie Austin are the two big ones. So I'd like you to leave in your comments, what do you think is a good price that should be acceptable? And again, people always say I counter too much, but I do that purposely because I want to get the best price as possible, and it's very early in the window, and obviously I don't want to let them go ideally unless they're going to give me a decent sum of money. So if you do want to see this more regularly, and maybe anything you have suggestions for me to be more interested in FIFA when you get that feeling like I am probably at the minute, leave your feedback, but I'll see you guys in the very next video.